It doesn't begin with sirens. It begins with silence. Then one sentence changes everything. Confirmed nuclear strike. Shelter immediately. It begins without warning that feels real. Not a rumor, not a threat, but an event. A flash is detected first by machines, not people. Satellites orbiting hundreds of miles above the Earth register a launch. Then another, then several more. Cold trajectories arc across the upper atmosphere, tracked in silence by systems built for this exact nightmare. Within minutes, confirmations arrive in command centers from Colorado Springs to Washington, D.C. The message is unmistakable. A nuclear device has detonated. Not overseas, not in testing grounds. On Earth, in conflict, the world enters a new era in that instant. But for most American families, the war does not begin in a bunker or a briefing room. It begins at home, in a kitchen washed in morning light, in a car idling at a red light, in a bedroom far earlier than planned. The first sign is sound, a sharp, unnatural tone cutting through phones, televisions, radios. A message stripped of emotion. National emergency alert. Confirmed nuclear strike. Shelter immediately. Further instructions to follow. The human mind rejects it. These words belong to documentaries, history books, Cold War footage. Not now, not here, but this time it's real. And from this moment forward, consequences will unfold hour by hour, city by city, household by household. In the first hour after a nuclear strike, the greatest threat is not radiation. It is confusion. The United States has systems designed for coordination, but no system moves as fast as fear. Communication networks clog instantly as millions try to reach loved ones. Highways slow as families debate evacuation without understanding that movement may increase danger, not reduce it. Instinct screams, leave. Reality whispers, stay. Most people should not flee. Fallout does not spread like fire. It drifts silently, carried by wind, settling invisibly over roads, fields, and open spaces. Cars become traps. Traffic becomes exposure. Survival in this hour depends on clarity. Shelter where you are unless you are within the direct blast or fire zone. For most Americans, that means staying inside. Dense material is your shield. Concrete, brick, earth, heavy wood. A basement is best. An interior room on the lowest floor works if nothing else is available. Every layer between you and the outside air reduces radiation. This is the moment responsibility shifts, not from government to chaos, but from system to household. Those who remain calm long enough to think are the ones who endure. Once sheltered, a new battle begins. Communication. Digital networks strain. Social media fills with speculation faster than facts. False evacuation routes. Fake strike locations. Manufactured panic. The family that relies only on screens risks making fatal decisions. This is where simple tools matter. A battery-powered radio tuned to emergency frequencies becomes the most valuable object in the house. These broadcasts are not improvised. They are rehearsed for moments like this. They will tell you where fallout is moving, which zones are dangerous, and when movement is advised. Air management matters. Sea windows. Turn off ventilation systems, pulling air from outside. Fallout enters homes silently. Water becomes priority. Fill containers while pressure still exists. Systems may remain functional until they don't. Inside the shelter, order must be created deliberately. Assign roles. One person monitors updates. One manages supplies. One focuses on children or elderly family members. Panic fractures thinking. Structure restores it. Survival here is not about strength or weapons or supplies. It is about discipline. By the 12th hour, fear changes shape. It does not disappear. It settles. Vigilance replaces shock. Now the challenge is endurance. Water must be rationed. Most households underestimate consumption. Drinking alone requires roughly 2 liters per person per day. Sanitation requires more. Water heaters, pipes, and toilet tanks contain usable reserves if accessed early. Food must be approached strategically. This is not normal life. Shelf-stable calories matter more than comfort. Rice, beans, canned goods, protein bars. Panic eating destroys survival timelines. Sanitation is critical. Illness is a threat multiplier. Without hospitals and waste removal, infections escalate quickly. Line containers with bags. Se alvaste. Wash hands. Hygiene preserves life. But the greatest threat in these hours is psychological. Silence presses in. Children ask questions without answers. Elderly family members become confused. Anxiety loops endlessly. Routine becomes medicine. Set schedules. Designate listening times. Create rest periods. Encourage quiet conversation, prayer, breathing, stillness. Families who endure guard morale as carefully as food, because the hardest decisions are still ahead. By the second day, clarity begins to emerge. Emergency broadcasts stabilize. Affected zones are mapped. Resources are redirected. Radiation levels decline sharply after 48 hours in many areas, especially those outside direct wind paths. This is why patience matters. Those who sheltered early drastically reduced exposure. Evacuation instructions, if issued, must be followed deliberately. Not rushed, not panicked. Cover skin. Minimize dust inhalation. Carry only essentials. Identification, water, calorie-dense food, first aid, radio, flashlight, warm clothing. If sheltering continues, the focus shifts to sustainability. But once the first 72 hours pass, something changes. The crisis does not end, it transforms. The future now belongs to communities. No household survives long alone. Cooperation is not charity. It is strategy. One home has tools. Another has medical knowledge. Another has power or water access. Strength multiplies when shared. History proves this. In disasters, informal networks form faster than institutions. Leaders emerge not by authority, but by calm. Neighborhoods stabilize through communication, shared resources, and mutual protection. The nuclear strike fractured the world, but it did not end it. The next phase is not about survival alone. It is about rebuilding stability, slowly, deliberately, together. The goal is no longer to endure. The goal is to live.